Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to be doing the July new moon reading for the sign of Aquarius. Alright, Aquarius, we're going to get right into it with the Wild Unknown Oracle Oracle deck, Animal Spirit Oracle deck. We're going to get your animal spirit out for this period. New moon readings are all about new beginnings, right? Starting things, tying off current stages in life that are coming to a close and getting ready for another stage, the next stage. Can also indicate sowing seeds, preparations that you put in place for things to come later. So let's just see what kind of animal spirit is walking with you over this new moon period. The reading is for the next 28 days, so new moon to new moon. Alright, Aquarius, let's see what's going on. Show me. Aquarius, your animal spirit is the hummingbird. Beautiful. This animal spirit has come out quite a lot. And I do believe it's come out for you before. I'd have to check my logs. I do keep track of my readings, so. But the hummingbird is beautiful, right? It's really air energy. So, air elemental anyway. Right, so that's right in your wheelhouse. Hummingbird is very resourceful, right? Very resourceful all day long, moving from flower to flower, collecting the nectar. So beautiful energy, social energy, right? Concentrated, focused. The hummingbird is able to focus kind of all of its abilities. If you ever see a hummingbird like stand still as they flutter, you know, they kind of like, they don't move, but yet they're moving very quickly. Their wings are moving very quickly, and it allows them to kind of remain still in the air, right? And that can, you know, that can attest to kind of the hummingbird nature, which is to be very enthusiastic, very quick, very lively, right? But positive and resourceful, right? Focused, spiritually focused. So it's like, if you see they're focused, you know, when they're flying, so they remain perfectly still, but there's still a lot of movement, a lot of excited sort of energy. So it's really beautiful, you know, it's positive, it's creative, you feel very excited, you feel very sociable right now, you have a lot of energy. It may be that you're dealing with a lot of different projects, but they're all kind of in the wheelhouse of things that are creative and spiritual for you, right? Things that feel good for you, and that's kind of where your focus is in terms of expressing yourself, right? When you express yourself creatively and also spiritually. So that's very much hummingbird energy, very positive. So beautiful. It's perfect for starting new endeavors, right? This kind of high level of creativity that's kind of spiritually centered. So let's see what's going on. We won't know until we get into your reading and your cards. Show us what's happening with our beautiful Aquarius this July new moon period. Show me. Alright. And if you're a regular at my channel, you know the drill. For the lunar readings, I use the Deviant Moon deck. And we take each card in turn, and we start to unfold the story that we see happening for you this July period. In the center, Aquarius, you have Seven of Wands, covered by the World. At the bottom of the deck, you have Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords is quite beautiful, right? Very much riding in to save the day. The Knight of Swords is kind of the protector. He's the one who comes in. He's the one who fights for the underdog, right? He kind of comes in to support you. He brings messages oftentimes. But he very much comes in as a support, off, when he arrives, as a kind of, to have your back, as it were, to have your back, to help you out, certainly with communication, to help you out with solutions as well. Being the Knight of Swords, he brings in mental acuity, he brings in a fresh outlook, right? So this could be an individual. It could also just be your energies, your energy right now. But I do believe this, for me, I believe this is an individual. We'll get back to him, though, as we read the cards and see how this night actually fits in. Seven of Wands right now does, interestingly enough, yeah, you do need hummingbird energy for this, because Seven of Wands is when you're being really come at from all sides. You could be feeling very much like you're being attacked from all sides. Seems like people are kind of coming after you in a way that is challenging your identity or who you are. You almost feel like you have to defend your goals and your dreams. You have to defend yourself, right? People are either attacking your stance in terms of like your identity, right? Or what stance you're choosing to take. So people are trying to like attack that, or they're just trying to throw obstacles in your way, or blockages in your way, of you attaining what you're trying to attain, reaching your goal. This could come out of just jealousy, right? It could be jealousy. It could be people who just want what you have. They want to covet what you have. You're just finding yourself very much like in a defensive position right now, where you're feeling like you're having to come up with a lot of creative solutions to some problems that are coming your way, right? Because Wands is all about creativity. Sevens is about dreams and wishes, so it's very much, when your dreams and wishes are being attacked in a way, when people are attacking or jeopardizing, right? Jeopardizing your goals, or jeopardizing you attaining your goals. You have to be very creative to fight that, right? And covering it, you have the world energy covering you. So world energy, it's very much being able to kind of look at the whole picture, right? You're starting to see yourself and how you fit in the world, and how you fit in your own kind of life, how you want your life to be, and taking a broader picture of your path, right? Taking a broader picture of the life that you have up until now can oftentimes give you perspective. And I think that as well, usually the world card comes up when you're just kind of looking at bigger pictures in your life, like spirituality and creativity, and what parts of those, you'd like to encourage right now, what parts of yourself you're trying to really focus on, certainly, right? In terms of really fulfilling kind of the person you want to be, right? The person you see for yourself. So this energy can very much help sometimes to clarify or get some clarity or some insight as to why you have some people, or you have energies coming at you and attacking you at this moment. Wheel of Fortune is in, so right now you do realize you're getting, certainly you're thinking about a lot of opportunities that are coming your way. I think you're thinking about being quite daring right now, Aquarius. You're ready to take some risks, you're ready to take some opportunities that seem quite, I don't want to say off the wall, but they may take you places that you didn't expect, Wheel of Fortune is when opportunities come up that they're kind of once in a lifetime opportunities. Could be another reason why you're being attacked, because people are around, and when I say attacked, it's more like people are just getting at you, coming for your neck, just coming at you. And that could just be, like I said, jealousy. Oftentimes it's a motivator here, because they see that you're getting things coming in that they wish that you had, that they wish that they had. Certainly with the Wheel of Fortune here, they can see all these opportunities coming in for you, Aquarius, and I believe that can certainly bring up a lot of jealousy and kind of, the haters are going to hate. Queen of Cups is here. So it's interesting as well, because Queen of Cups is very ready to like show her feelings. She's at that stage where she knows what her feelings are. She knows what she desires. And she knows what she needs to keep herself in emotionally good condition, right? She is, you know, very transparent about her emotions. She doesn't hide her emotions. She's not afraid to admit to her emotions, right? And so right now, I think that's you. I think you're, wow, Ace of Cups. So yeah, love has just come in your way. It's just come into your path. And I think you're very much ready for it. Like I said, I think this is you, Queen of Cups, because you just most recently met or had a new love come in with Ace of Cups. So now I can understand the Seven of Wands a little bit more. Certainly there's someone out there who's very jealous and upset about your ability to have so much love coming in, because not only did you just have a new relationship either just recently start or about to start, but you're feeling and looking very beautiful right now. Queen of Cups is, you know, she exudes this kind of like really nice, affectionate, loving nature, because she's just, you know, she's not afraid at all. You know what I mean? She's not inhibited about showing her feelings. And that makes her very enticing and sexy. It makes her very lovable also. And when you get into your Queen of Cups kind of energy, it can oftentimes bring in love, because it's the law of attraction, isn't it? Because you're being so transparent with who you are and what you desire, right? Four of Swords is in. So yeah, I think this love that's come in, it might have thrown you for a loop a little bit. Certainly, like I said, with the World card, you're kind of seeing the bigger picture for your life right now. And I think it could be a little bit overwhelming in as much as so many good things are coming in for you. With Wheel of Fortune at the very base of all of this, you know, driving. This is more like the driving force or energy, which means fortune and opportunities coming in. It's like you've retreated to your corner a little bit and said, hang on, I want to maintain my stability. I have a certain amount of stability now. I don't want to lose that. Or at least I want to work towards more stability. Let me wait a minute and take a look at everything. Four of Swords is very much that kind of like, let's take a moment out and look at all sides before I make a decision, right? Before I move forward, let me strategize a little bit better. There we go. You're just closing, and I think that's why you're closing off a period right now. You're coming out of a long period. Ten of Swords is certainly the finale, the end of a long stage of a lot of turmoil, trials, tribulations, you know, a lot of difficult times, you know, even traumatic times sometimes, but even certainly difficulty in relationships, painful memories, you know. It's like time to put a put a line under it and just say goodbye to that stage. You're done, right? You've learned what you needed to learn. You've kind of ascended up the ladder, or up the tree of life, right, to the next spot, right? And so, or the next Sephiroth, which is one of the 10 points on the tree of life, right? So you've ascended. The old you is dead now. Is ready for a new you. The old ego, certainly. The ego, or the person that got you into a lot of these kind of, you know, battles that caused you wounds. You know, oftentimes, a lot of the trials and tribulations we go through aren't just thrust upon us. They're as a result of our own actions and decisions that, you know, in hindsight, we realize we're faulty or misguided, right? Or not well thought out. But it is usually only in hindsight. Now, hindsight, they say, is 20/20 and all that. But hindsight is extremely important. Hindsight is what we talk about when we say going back into times in your life or places in yourself where it's a bit dark, and you need to think about what really truly happened there. You know, how did that really go down? And you can't really think about that until you're out of that scenario and you look back on it. But oftentimes it's too painful, and so a lot of us don't do that. And so we don't learn the lesson, right? So it's kind of like a whole process. But here with the Ten of Swords, you know this, Aquarius, and you're very much realizing it, right? The new kind of ego, the new you, the new identity that's arisen out of all of this, part of that is Queen of Cups, right? You've actually come out of this long term, this long stretch of a lot of trials, a lot of arguments, perhaps some negative relationships. You've actually come out of it, you know, having ascended emotionally, having become more open emotionally, having understood your own emotions more, and not being afraid to show them. Oftentimes when we come out of a difficult stage, it's almost like we're afraid, we're so traumatized that we don't want to show our emotions. In fact, you've really learned the lesson you were meant to learn, and you've come out of this vibrating a bit higher. Here's the High Priestess coming in as well. Beautiful. So certainly your intuition is increasing. Your self-confidence is increasing, right? This is, again, very much hummingbird energy, because hummingbird energy is extremely positive, right? Very, very positive, very creative, intuitive also, resourceful. Not as intuitive as the High Priestess, but very creative and positive. And this kind of positive energy lends itself very well to High Priestess, because High Priestess is all about self-confidence. You know, when we listen to our a lot of us talk about exercising our intuition, learning, getting into our intuition, or learning, how increasing our intuition, right? But very few of us actually have enough confidence in it to really follow it. We second guess ourselves. Even some of the most so-called enlightened ones, people who believe, label themselves as so-called very, very enlightened, find it extremely difficult to let go of the fear and the self-doubt to really listen to their intuition to the degree that the High Priestess requires. Because to be at the level of the High Priestess, you have to literally trust yourself 100%. And that requires the utmost in self-confidence. Now, what you get back, the reaffirmations that you get back, and the dominion over your life that you have is unparalleled. But you do have to have the strength to truly trust it. Hanged Man. Wow. So Hanged Man's coming out in the future. Interesting. So someone is either realizing they're coming out of a stuck position, right? So like I said, so this love has come in. This Queen of Cups is very much you right now. So you've attracted a strong love, but you've kind of retreated to your corner. You're not ready yet to make a move on it. I think you're dealing with a lot of these obstacles coming in, a lot of these pressures that are coming in, and a little bit of the pressure of having to feel like you're doing the right thing, right? Feel like you're remaining on your path. So there's a little bit of pressure, excuse me, right now. I think you're also a little bit overwhelmed because you're coming to the end of a long period of enduring some difficult times. And now things are starting to kind of open up for you, right? Really fortunate options or opportunities are starting to come in for you, right? I believe that you've got Knight of Swords. This could certainly be an individual who's come towards you as well. So you've got a lot of attention coming in. People want to talk with you, who want to meet with you. And so a lot of this, I think, is making you feel almost like a little bit like stuck. Like, do you want to move, or do you want to wait and see where everything lands, right? So in comes the Hanged Man. Take care not to go back into your Hanged Man energy, right? Because you're being overwhelmed a little bit. You may be feeling a little overwhelmed about this love coming in. You may be feeling unwilling to make a decision, right? Unwilling to be moved or to be made to make a decision. Things are changing. But I do believe that, yeah, it's certainly happening very fast. And I think that also there's some worry that you don't want to make the wrong decisions along the way. And so you're almost kind of going into a place where you won't make a decision at all, which is just going to keep you quite stuck. So take care. Try not to get too overwhelmed. Believe in your High Priestess. The whole point with the High Priestess is to believe in your intuition and act on it, right? Not to not act at all. So take care of that. You also have King of Pentacles. There's going to be an opportunity coming in, either an individual or an offer from a company or a brand, but there's going to be like a really big opportunity coming in. This could be an offer for an employment. This could be an investment. This could be a company giving you support, branding, if you have your own business, or a branding deal or something like that. This is some kind of very, very significant offer coming in. And those responsible for offering, bringing the offer to you are established, they're legitimate, You know, they have integrity. This is not a fly-by-night thing or a scam. This is a true offer from people who really um, know your gifts, right? Somewhere along the line, they've seen the work that you do, and they want to work with you, right? They want to offer you a big opportunity to increase your abundance. And again, a lot of this coming in is because, interestingly enough, because you're finishing off this really long period that you've done a lot of you've done a lot of work here. I think you've paid a lot of karmic dues most recently. This period could have lasted a few years even. And I think I think you've dealt with a lot of karma. I think you've paid off a lot of karmic debt, right? And I think now what's happening is that you're waking up out of that with your intuition and your creativity heightened. There are individuals that are still making it difficult for you, and I think that dealing with that difficulty is the doubt that's lingering and allowing you possibly to go into your hanged man energy a little bit. So just take care. Try not to let this doubt that others are kind of trying to raise in you, because ultimately that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make you doubt yourself, right? They're trying to take your dreams from you, right? Because seven, like I said, sevens is to do with dreams, aspirations, goals, right? Wands and swords are very discordant suits in that they talk about passion. They also talk about communication. So seven of wands is oftentimes when your dreams are being attacked, or your dreams are being coveted by others who are jealous, who want to kind of take a piece of it or have it for themselves, or they don't want you to have it, right? It's just discordant, or negative energy, negative vibrations literally that are coming your way because you are right now, in a place where everyone can see that you're kind of on top of the world, right? You're getting a lot coming in for you. You're getting your comeuppance. You're getting your rewards in a way. Certainly when the Wheel of Fortune is turning, that's the time when rewards come in for a lot of karma that we've paid off, or that good karma that we've accumulated, right? And so that brings in this kind of energy oftentimes. Now, this fight that you're having to make right now can make you feel doubtful, can make you wonder if you're in the right spot. And I think that's the crux of this new moon reading for you, is really kind of getting over self-doubt. Certainly hummingbird energy is all about getting over self-doubt, being positive, not being pessimistic or negative or down on yourself, but being very positive, believing in yourself, and being extremely resourceful. All right, so I'm going to call it. Got a lot of good things coming in this month. There's a new love, and there's a new opportunity for money to come in. All right, Aquarius, and you have but only to believe in yourself to allow both of these things to unfold beautifully. All right, so if you resonated with this reading, please like, subscribe, and share. Comment below. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper into this with a personal reading, follow the link at the bottom of your screen. But for right now, I'm just going to say this is a wonderful reading for you, Aquarius, and I hope you enjoy this beautiful July new moon period. Bye-bye now.